They'll be here soon, I'm sure.
Ah, here they are. Hi, Rebecca. Hello, Charlie. How are you?
We're fine, thanks.
And how's the most beautiful baby in the world?
Hi, you must be Daniel. I'm Charlie, and this is Rebecca.
Hi, nice to meet you. You live next door to Lisa, don't you?
Yes, I do.
How long have you lived in this village?
Oh, about 3 years now. It's a really nice place to live. Apart from the noisy neighbours, of course.
Hey, you're the ones with a baby who cries all night.
Yeah, that's true. So, Daniel, you're from London originally, aren't you?
Yes, that's right. I moved out to the country about 2 years ago.
So where do you live now?
In Renfield. You know, about 20 miles away.
Yes, I know it. And how did you and Lisa meet?
Well, my brother Alex used to share a flat with Lisa's sister, Barbara, when they were students.
Barbara went to Liverpool University, didn't she?
Yes, she did. Anyway, last month Alex invited me and my sister over to his birthday party, which is where I met Daniel.
And what do you do, Daniel?
I work for a water sports company. I teach sailing, canoeing, diving, that sort of thing.
You've been diving, haven't you?
No, I haven't actually. It sounds a bit too dangerous to me.
No, it's not really. Not if you know what you're doing. And what do you do, Charlie?
I work for Getaway Holidays. You know, the package tour company. It's a boring office job, really. But the money's okay.
Oh, right.
Well, I know something you two have got in common.
Oh, what's that?
You both support Manchester United.
Really? Well, you'll have to come round and watch a match sometime.
That would be nice, thanks. It was a great match yesterday, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. They played really well, and 3 brilliant goals.
Isn't it amazing? You put two men together and after 5 minutes, they're already talking about football.
It's how we communicate.
Yeah, and it means we never have to talk about our feelings.
Very funny.
I'm getting hungry. You haven't ordered any food yet, have you?
No, we haven't. We were waiting for you. Should we go and get some menus?
Yeah, good idea. You two can talk about football while we're gone.
And keep an eye on Harry.
Yeah, of course. Why does that always happen? You don't have any kids, do you?
No, I don't. One day, maybe.
Well, I wouldn't hurry if I were you. I haven't had a good night's sleep for 6 months.
What's the matter, little man? Do you want Mummy to change you when she gets back? Do you?
Okay, I think maybe it's a little clearer than last time. Now let's see the questions. And if we need to listen to some parts or listen again or go to the script, of course we can. Now, so we agreed that Daniel here, he's Lisa's new boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Lisa or Daniel is Charlie and Rebecca's neighbor. Who's the neighbor?
Lisa.
Right.
Lisa.
Correct. So Lisa's the neighbor. That's right. Let's circle Lisa. Then it says here, Rebecca's sister or Lisa's sister shared a flat with Daniel's brother.
Lisa's sister.
Right. Correct. Lisa's sister, she's the one who shared a flat with Daniel's brother. Okay, Daniel and or Charlie teaches people how to sail.
Daniel.
Correct. He's the one who has the water sports company, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it says Charlie or Lisa works
Charlie
for...
works for package tour
correct.
company. Yes.
That's correct. Yeah. Okay, number 6. Lisa or Daniel and Rebecca or Charlie both support Manchester United.
I think Rebecca and
Yes,
Charlie.
me too. Rebecca and Charlie. Daniel and Charlie.
Exactly, the two men.
Yes.
Yeah, the two men, they are the ones who support Manchester United.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Rebecca and Charlie have a son called, what's the name of the son?
Harry.
Harry, yes.
Harry, correct. That's right. All right, so this way, all the answers are correct. That's great. Very nice. All right, so this means we can move on to the next exercise. Let's take a look. So here, we want to use these question tags in the box. So we have 6 question tags. Don't you, wasn't it, do you, have you, haven't you, didn't she. So these are questions that we use for the sentences here from number 1 to 6. So all we need to do is just complete the question tag. So the first one, you live next door to Lisa, don't you? Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
All right, what about, sorry, let me explain the question again. So the question tag is, of course, here in number 1 to 6. This is where the question tag is, right? But this altogether, this is not the question tag. This is just the answer to the question. Okay, so
Okay.
A to F is the short answer. So now in the first part of the exercise, we want to do the question tag part. We don't want to
Question
do
tag.
yeah.
Okay.
All right. So number
Didn't
1.
she?
Okay, Malak.
Number 2. Didn't she, Barbara, went to Liverpool University, didn't she?
Okay, let's write this.
Yes, she did.
And what's the answer?
Yes,
Najat?
she did. Yes, she did.
Okay, let's do that. Okay.
You've been diving.
Let's remove the answer we used. So now, what about number 3?
Yes. You have been diving, haven't you?
And what's the answer?
I don't know exactly, but no, I haven't actually.
No,
No,
yes, she
no,
did. Yeah.
I haven't actually.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
He answered dangerous. How to diving.
Okay,
Oh, yes.
we have the answer in the bottom, the answers.
Yeah.
Okay, now this way we can see both of them. Can you see both of them now?
No, I haven't, I think. No,
For me, I
the answer
Oh, you
in number.
changed the answer, didn't she?
It moved. Let me put it back.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, doctor, I don't understand. I answered number 3. Haven't you?
Yes.
What's the problem then? What's the problem?
No, because I moved the page, so the answers went down.
Yeah.
All right, so let me just write Malak's answer again. And then after that, you can repeat your answer. And because you have two boxes to choose from. So the box, the box
from number B.
Yeah, the box on the top is for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the box here from the bottom, this is for this part. You get the idea? All right, excellent.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, so.
No, I haven't actually.
Okay, didn't she? Where's the other one?
Okay, for me, number 3.
Yeah, okay, you repeat number 3, Sana. You've been diving.
Haven't you?
You've been diving, haven't you? You've been diving, haven't you? And what's the answer?
The answer, no, I haven't actually.
Yeah, that's what he said in the conversation, right?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. Actually, no, I haven't. Okay. All right, so Hajar, you can do the next one, number 4.
Okay. It was a great match yesterday, wasn't it?
And
The
what's the
answer
answer?
is yes, it was. Yes,
Right.
it was.
So it was a great match, wasn't it? And the answer is yes, it was. All right, great. Okay, Najat, number 5.
Okay. You haven't ordered any food yet, have you? The answer,
Right.
no, we haven't.
Oh, how are you?
Hello, Ihab, hi. How are you today?
I'm fine, thanks.
Long time no see.
Yes, because I have some work and I'm waiting you.
Yeah,
Send me, but
I think I was waiting for you. That's the problem, because I forgot that I told you that I'll remind you. And I think this is
no problem.
Yeah, I think we just started, but I think maybe this is the 3rd or lesson 3 or 4, right? Is this lesson 3? I think 4, 3 or 4. This lesson
Yeah.
we just started.
And
Yeah.
4, maybe 4.
4.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Well, how many take unit?
We're still in
Two.
unit 1, right? Are we still in 1?
1D.
Yes.
1D.
Yeah.
1D. We haven't finished unit 1 yet. We're still in the beginning. But
No problem.
yeah, you could, after that, I can send you the recordings of the lessons you missed, and you can continue. Yeah, you can join with us. No problem. All right. So you haven't ordered any food yet? No, I haven't.
Do you? Do you?
Okay. Malak, you can do number 6.
You don't have any kids, do you?
Okay. You don't have any kids, do you? What's the answer?
The answer is no, I don't. No, I don't.
No, I don't. Okay, so this is a kind of 2-in-1 exercise, because we have both question tags and we also have short answers. So kind of have both of them. Let me see if we can do it in watch or listen again, check your answers. Okay, so we can confirm our answers. Let's listen and let's check our answers. Let's see if they're right. Okay, let me go to the tracks. So we can check this. Okay, so this is track 6. Let's go to track 6.
I'll be exhausted after a year. If I start teaching again, I'll be exhausted after a year.
Oops. Not this one.
If you do another degree.
Track 6.
We want track 5. No, track 5 is I don't think we need to do it again, because track 5 will listen to the conversation again from the beginning. I think it's a bit too long.
Yeah.
We've already listened to it twice. Okay, anyways, I can tell you that the answers are correct. So I thought the CD was just only this part separate, but it's not separate. All right, so we can move on. So we did this exercise. We did it correctly also. Watch or listen again, check your answers, blah, blah. All right. Now here, number 4, we want to talk a little more, or maybe in more details, about question tags. Let's talk a little bit about question tags. So now it's a little noisy where you're staying.
Okay. No, I only sit in my room and close the door, but I don't know from where the noisy.
It comes from outside, because if it's really noisy and if they're near the door.
No, okay, I will close the mute, okay?
All right, no problem. Just unmute when you want to answer. Just unmute so you can answer.
Okay.
All right. All right, so here it says, look again at the questions, then choose the correct words or phrases. All right, so of course the question here, they're asking us to take a look at the part that we finished together. So we want to make, or we want to answer the rules related to this part that we just finished together, the question tag part. So it says we usually use questions with question tags. Don't you, didn't he, have you, you know, these kinds of questions, question tags. We use them to check information that we think is correct, or we use them to find out new information. What do you think? How do we use them? Do we use them to check information that we think is correct, or do we use these questions to find out new information?
To check information that we think is correct.
Who agrees with Hajar? Who thinks that's right?
Yes, I agree with her.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, that's actually correct. Yes, because if you take a look at them, if you check them, let me show you both of them together in the same page. Okay, let me zoom in. Okay, this way we can see both the question and the examples. So here, you live next door to Lisa, don't you? So the person who is asking here, he doesn't know 100%. He's not sure 100%, right? But he thinks he's right. Do you get the idea? So he already thinks he's right. So if you want to just check about something that you think is correct, you can use a question tag. You finished pre-intermediate, didn't you? So here I think you finished pre-intermediate. I'm not sure 100%, but this is what I think. So I can use a question tag. So this is the first idea or the first rule related to question tags. We use them to check for information that we think is correct. Okay, so here it says we usually use the main verb or the auxiliary in question tags. Let's take a look at the question tags here, all of them. What do we use? Do we use auxiliaries or
Auxiliary
do we use
verb,
main
yes.
verb?
Auxiliaries.
Auxiliary.
That's right, because we use don't you, wasn't, do, have, haven't, didn't, right? All of these are auxiliaries.
Yeah.
So this means this answer is also correct. We use auxiliaries. Then it says we only use names or pronouns.
Pronouns.
What do you think?
Pronouns.
Yeah, because there are no names. We didn't use names, right? You, it, you, she.
Yes.
So this means we use pronouns. All right, third rule, let's see. If the main verb is positive, the question tag is usually
Negative. Negative.
That's right.
Negative.
Yeah, because if you check the examples, let's take a look at the first one. You live next door to Lisa. So you live is positive, don't is negative, right?
Yeah.
And if you check the fifth example, sorry, you haven't ordered any food. This is the second point.
Yes.
I mean the next rule, the last rule.
Yeah.
So the last rule, what does it say? It says if the main verb is negative, the question tag is?
Positive.
Right.
Positive.
It's positive.
انتبهنا لهم خلال الأمثلة. Yes.
Yeah, exactly, because you can notice them. It's very easy to notice from the examples, right? So you haven't ordered any food. Have you? Haven't, have. It was, wasn't. You've been, haven't, and so on. So it's always the opposite. If it's positive in the sentence, it's negative in the question. If it's negative in the sentence, it's positive in the question, and so on. All right? So these are just a few rules to maybe help guide you with question tags. Now, in part B here, it says, look again at short answers in part A to F, then answer these questions. All right, now, which answers say that the information is correct? So this means we need to check the box in the bottom here. Now, the question they're asking you about this box.
Yes.
the second box. So which of these short answers says that the information is correct? Which ones?
Yes, she did.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
I do.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, it was.
Yes, I do. Yes, it was.
Yes,
What
she
else?
did.
Yeah, she did.
Yes, she did.
Yes, she did.
Yes, she did.
Yes, it was. Correct.
Mhm.
So in these three questions, it's clear that the information is correct, and the person who asked them got a positive answer. But we also have the other option when he wasn't correct, right? So in the second question, it's asking, it's saying which short answers say that the information is incorrect. Which ones?
No, I
Information
don't.
is-
No,
No,
I
I
don't.
don't.
No, I haven't actually.
No, we haven't. No, we haven't.
No, we haven't.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So this means even though you think you're right with question tags, you can be wrong sometimes, right? So it doesn't mean that if you use a question tag, it means the answer is always positive. Maybe your guess is not right. It happens in the best of families, and so it's normal. All right, it shouldn't be a big problem. So this is what they're showing you. They're showing you that sometimes your guess in the question tag, maybe your information is not right, and that's okay. Okay, it says, which word do we use to sound more polite when the information isn't correct? There's one word that
No,
you...
I haven't. Actually.
No, I haven't actually, yes. No, I haven't
Right.
actually.
This word, actually, right? Can you see
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
So actually made the answer sound a little softer.
polite.
Yeah, a little softer, a little more polite. You're trying to be polite. You're trying to be friendly, right? Because here his wife asked him. This was Charlie, I think. So Rebecca asked Charlie. She said, "You've been diving, haven't you?" So he said, "No, I haven't actually." So he's trying to say to his wife, "You're wrong," in a nice way. Because if he just says, "No, I haven't," the next week there's no lunch. He'll stay hungry at home. Nobody's going to cook him lunch. So he has to be a bit polite with his wife, right? So he's being nice to his wife. And that's the reason why. Okay, now we have a little tip here. The tip, it says we can also use yes, that's right. This is instead of answering the question itself. So for example, if here, let's say for example, Rebecca's question, let me circle Rebecca's question, the one about diving. Now, Rebecca asked her husband, Charlie, right? She told him, "You've been diving, haven't you?" This is what she asked him. And because her information was wrong, I mean, her information wasn't correct, Charlie said, what did he say, Charlie? Well, how did he answer his wife? What did he say?
Haven't you?
No, I haven't. Actually.
No.
Yes, exactly. He said, "No, I haven't actually," right? This is what he said. "No, I haven't actually."
Yes.
Now let's
Yes.
imagine that Charlie has been diving. Let's imagine. And let's imagine his wife's information is correct. So what's the right answer here?
Yes,
I have.
Yes.
right.
Yes,
Yes,
I
I
have.
have.
Yes, I have.
Yes, I have.
Or there's another way.
Yes, that's right.
Exactly. Yes, that's right. So this means this answer, yes, that's right. This is a kind of answer which is suitable for any question tag, with have, with do, with whatever. And the same thing here. Barbara went to Liverpool University, didn't she? Yes, that's right. It was a great match yesterday, wasn't it? Yes, that's right. You haven't ordered any food yet, have you? Yes, that's right. Do you get the idea? it's a good way to answer any question tag. So this is very useful if you forget how to answer a question tag. So for example, let's say you go to the UK, or maybe some British or American or whatever, some native visits you at work and they use a question tag. The information is correct. You can just say, yes, that's right. You get the idea? Hello?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, I'm just checking.
Yes.
Everybody sounded sad and quiet for you don't have to use it if you don't want to. If you want to use the short the answers, the specific answers, that's okay. Yeah,
It's more formal, I think. Yeah.
It's more informal. Informal, you mean, right, Hajar?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you have to keep in mind all of this. This is spoken English. Usually, part D of every unit, it's spoken. The focus is spoken English. So in spoken English in general, generally speaking, spoken English is always a little more informal than written English. So you're right. You're absolutely right. It's informal, but that's okay. In spoken English, that's fine, no problem. You can be a little bit informal. It's not a big deal. Okay. So here you're from London originally, aren't you? Yes, that's right. Or if you want to be specific, if you want to use the grammatical answer, this is the grammatical answer. Yes, I am. Because in his question, he used verb to be, right? He said, you are from London. Right? So this means in the answer, the grammatical answer is yes, I am. Or the general answer, which is also completely acceptable. There's nothing wrong with it. You can also say, yes, that's right. It's up to you. All right? You get the idea. You can do it any way you want.
Yes.
Okay. Now it says here, listen to questions 1 to 6 in exercise 3A again.
Can I ask? Can I ask?
Yeah, go ahead.
When use this question tag, any time or a special time or anything, or just a special event?
No, here the idea with question tags, let me go up a little bit. Let me scroll up. The idea with question tags, this is when you normally use it here in the first. Can you read the first tip here? You have this one. Can you take a look here?
Yes, I see.
Okay, here. Can you read this?
We check the information we think is the correct. Find out new information. Okay.
So it says
two conditions.
No, the other one is not correct. This is not how we use it. So, but the first one is correct. It says we usually use questions with question tags to check information that we think is correct. And actually, we do this in Libya, right? You have. Can you give me a question tag in Libyan? Believe me.
يعني مثلا ليبيا ليبيا مدينة، يعني ليبيا بلد جميل. طبعا هي مش حقها يعني، لكن ليبيا بلد جميل. بعدين تقول هل أنت من ليبيا هيك مثلا؟
لا.
هل أنت ليبي؟
لا بشكل عادة الكويشن تاجز كيف بيكونوا مثلا بيقولوا ليبيا بلاد جميلة ولا this ولا in the end.
أيوة.
This is a question tag.
أيوة.
This means when you ask this, when you use it, احنا بالليبي عندنا ولا نستعمل فعلي كلهم. انت طلعت انت قريت معاه ولا انت اخر واحد سوقت السياره ولا احنا الكويشن تاج بالليبي كلهم ما فيهمش تغيير. لكن الفكره ذاتها يعني هي نفس الشيء. The idea with question tags انت العاده الشخص اللي يقول لك ولا هو شبه متاكد اصلا من المعلومه، يبي يدير تشيك بس يبي ياكد معلومته. So this is the idea. The same thing in English. Usually, if you use a question tag, it means you already know. You already kind of know. You're not sure 100%, but you think your information is correct, and you just want to check. You just want to confirm. So, for example, you have maybe I'm not sure if you finished pre-intermediate, for example, but I think you did because you're in intermediate now, right? So I can ask a question like this: You've finished intermediate. You've finished pre-intermediate, Ihab, haven't you? And what's your answer, Ihab? How's the answer? Have you finished pre-intermediate?
No, no.
So you can say, no, I haven't. If you want to be polite, you can say, no, I haven't actually. No, I haven't. You get the idea? So it depends on the grammar and the question tag itself. Here in these examples, on the left, can you see them? You live next door to Lisa, don't you? Yes, I do. And the answer. So here, don't you, the reason we use don't you is because don't is present simple and live is present simple, right? So the question tag has to match the grammar, has to match the main sentence. هيكون نفس الgrammar. And the answer, the short answer is the same. They're all in the same tense. Low can present simple, low can past simple. Barbara went to Liverpool, didn't she? Do you get the idea? And the answer is يا إما yes she did, no she didn't. فهو الquestion tag طريقة تانية لاستعمال yes no question. اللي هم عندنا yes no questions في present simple, في past simple, in pre-intermediate, I mean in present
like
perfect.
Simple question.
Sorry?
Simple question, like simple question, yes or no?
Yes, exactly. هو نوع من هو variety. It's another variety of yes no questions. This is the idea of question tags. The only difference is your
just modification.
Mm-hmm.
Just modification about question. Modification. Like simple yes or no, but modification.
Yes, you're right. It's a little bit modified. It's a modification, correct? Yeah, you're right. يعني هو هذا عادة إجابته يا إما yes يا إما no. This is question tag. Yeah, and that's the point. This is how it is. But now this time, they want us to listen to the pronunciation, the intonation. Now let's take a look at question number 5. It says listen to questions 1 to 6. So we're going to listen to the question tags again, but I want you to pay attention to the intonation. Does the intonation go up or does the intonation go down? What do you think?
What's the meaning intonation?
Intonation is like the music. So for example, I can say, you're from Libya, aren't you? Aren't you? My intonation is going up, aren't you?
Yeah.
But for example, if I say,
and a question.
Where are you from? Where are you from? It goes down.
The intonation goes down, yeah.
Yes, it's okay.
Yeah, so intonation is like music, right? نغم. Because in many in many languages, for example, Spanish, Italian, Portuguese, these languages don't have ما عندهمش الauxiliaries هما بتاع do, did, in present and in the past. So what they do is they just use the same verb. For example, if you say I went to school, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when they want to, sorry, there's no question mark. I went to school. In English, when you want to make this into a question, right? What you do is you have to use did, right? Did you go to school? In English, did you go to school? But for example, in Portuguese, it's like this. You went to school. You get the idea. ما فيش did. هنعودها نفسها غير من نديرها ب بنقول لك فويا سكولا وهي لولا كانت فويا سكولا. So you just change it and make it الانtonation هو اللي بيغير بين affirmative. The only difference between a question and affirmative is the intonation. فقصة intonation is very important in questions, because in some languages it shows the difference between the positive and the question. So here they want you to listen a little bit to intonation. They want you to focus on intonation here. And now I want your guess. What do you think? Do you think the question tag will go up, or do you think it will go down? Who can make a guess before we listen?
It's go up.
Hajar thinks it's going up. Who agrees with Hajar? Who thinks it will go up? And who thinks it will go down, the intonation? What do you think, Malak? Who's Malak? Malak is disconnected. Najat, what do you think? Do you think the intonation goes up or down? Okay, Najat's not there. Okay, so let me play it. Let's see if Hajar is right. Let's take a look.
I'll be exhausted after a year. If I start teaching again, I'll be exhausted after a year.
It's not the same.
It's not the right track. Oh, sorry, this is CD2. Okay, let's go to CD1. It's the wrong CD. Okay.
You live next door to Lisa, don't you?
Barbara went to Liverpool University, didn't she?
You've been diving, haven't you?
It was a great match yesterday, wasn't it?
You haven't ordered any food yet, have you?
You don't have any kids, do you?
So what do you think? Is it up or is it down?
Down.
No.
Does it sound down?
Yes.
No.
For example, here you live next door to
Because they
Lisa,
speak
don't you?
slowly. That's why.
Okay, yeah, because here they're speaking a little slowly.
Yeah. That's why he thinks that. Yeah. That's why he thinks that's go down.
Yeah, but
when you yeah.
Yeah.
But when we talk fast, you know the difference.
That's true. That's correct. Yeah, actually, there's a general rule. بالنسبة للsimple questions, yes, no questions. The general rule is the intonation is always up. For example, are you Libyan? No. There's an upwards intonation. Generally speaking, question tags, because they follow the same rule as yes, no question. There's an upwards intonation, up. But WH questions, they go down. Where are you from? Where are you from?
Can I ask you what the benefit about intonation, yani, about in the speaking, or what the benefit?
Good question.
In the conversation.
This is actually an excellent question.
Yeah.
In this book, they're emphasizing يعني مركزين على قصة الانتونيشن بشكل كبير جدا جدا جدا. ممكن احنا كطلبة ليبيين نقول شنو يعني واي علاش نضيع في وقت في حاجات زي هذه مش مهمة. But socially من الناحية الاجتماعية مهم جدا جدا جدا, because intonation shows how friendly and how interested you are and how polite you are. يعني ممكن احنا في الانتونيشن ممكن في العربية مش هذيك الأهمية maybe, أو ممكن في ثقافتنا احنا في ليبيا ممكن مش مهم هلبة. But in the UK, if you want to sound polite, your intonation has to be high. So for example, if I want something from you, Ihab, if I want you to give me something, I should try to sound as polite as I can. And usually sounding polite is related to intonation. So I can say, for example, can you lend me a pencil, please? Can you lend me a pencil, please? Or I can say, can you lend me a pencil, please? There's a big difference, right? The first one, yes, it sounds friendly. The person sounds polite. The person doesn't sound aggressive. The second person is aggressive, dry, a bit rude. Do you get the idea? So intonation it's important for the other person, for the listener. If you want good results, or if you want the other people to respond positively to you.
Reaction. Give reaction.
Sorry?
Give reaction about the event or anything.
Yeah, and it's also very good to sound interested. For example, let's say your friend says, I bought a new car. If you say, congratulations, this means you're not happy for your friend, right? But if you say, congratulations, the intonation makes it sound or seem that you're excited that your friend got a car. Do you get the idea? So intonation, there are lots of exercises about intonation. Some of them to sound more polite, some of them to sound friendly, and so on. This is the idea. Okay. All right. So now we want to practice writing some question tags here. Check your answers. Okay. All right. So now we want to write question tags to check the information about the people in the pictures. So number 1 here. Lisa and Daniel aren't married, are they? What about number 2? Hajar, you can do number 2.
Charlie and Daniel haven't met before.
Have they?
Have they?
Have they?
Right. Have they? And if you want to use the correct intonation, have they? That's right. Have they?
Yeah.
All right. What about number 3? Najat, are you there? Najat is asleep today. Okay, Sana, you can do number 3.
Okay. Rebecca and Lisa live in the same village. Do they?
Okay, you're close. You used present simple, that's correct. But
yes,
they're usually opposites, right?
Yeah, maybe this is positive. And didn't they? Don't they?
That's it.
Okay.
Don't they? Okay. Rehab, you can do number 4.
Charlie, yeah? Charlie. Charlie's lived there for about 3 years. Did she, yeah? Or didn't she? Didn't she?
Okay.
Hasn't he?
Yeah.
Didn't. Because the past.
Is this past simple or is it present perfect?
Hasn't he?
Past simple.
But you have is. You have S here.
Yeah.
What kind of S is this? What kind of S? Is it present simple? Is it is, or is it plural, or is it possessive?
Is verb to be.
Okay. Can we say, for example, Charlie is lived?
Yes.
Is that correct?
No, Charlie was lived, not is.
Can we say Charlie was lived?
Yes.
Are you sure?
I think that.
Didn't he?
You can't actually. You can't say Charlie was lived.
Charlie hasn't.
Didn't he?
Hasn't he?
Actually,
hasn't.
Hasn't.
Okay.
Had.
So here, let's answer the first part of the question. Okay, we want to know what kind of S this is. Okay, we want to find out what kind of.
Doctor, hasn't he?
Okay, just a second, Najat. So we want to know what kind of S this is.
Has.
Oh, yes.
How do we know it's has?
But had.
إنت جت بعدها verb.
The verb in the past participle, but ed.
Correct?
Bus.
Yes.
So this is has lived, and there's another clue for about 3 years. So there's another clue that shows that this example is present perfect. There are two things. First of all, we have for, and then the S, because Charlie has, usually the has is contracted with the subject. Charlie's lived. So this Charlie's lived, this means Charlie has lived. All right? So this means you cannot use is or was with a regular verb like live. You can't use them.
What's the meaning? This name rule or grammar?
Present perfect. This is present perfect.
Present perfect. Yeah. But why I can't put had, not has?
That's another thing. If you want to say Charlie had lived, Charlie,
yeah,
that's past perfect.
It means past.
Past perfect.
Okay.
And if you want to use the past perfect, you have to use two different times in the past. So you can say Charlie had lived there for about 3 years before he moved to London. So two events in the past. حدثين في الماضي. You can use had lived. قاعدة تانية ديك اللي هي past perfect. So you have past perfect.
Yes, I understand.
And present perfect. This one is present perfect. اللي هي المستعملين. So this means we can use hasn't he? Charlie's lived there for about 3 years. Hasn't he? This is the correct answer. Okay, Najat, next one. Number 5.
I keep mute. Didn't he?
Yeah, didn't he? Right. Malak, what about number 6?
Were they? Daniel and Lisa shared a flat at university. Didn't they?
Right, that's it. Yes. Because there's no verb to be, right? You can't use were.
Yes.
Good. Okay, now back to Hajar. You can do number 7, Hajar. Hajar, are you there? Okay, Hajar's not there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So number 7, you can do number 7.
Okay. Charlie works for a holiday company. Didn't he?
Doesn't.
No, doesn't he? Doesn't.
But why doesn't Hajar? Why?
Work is because work. Because there's no verb, no auxiliary verb.
But even in the past, there's no auxiliary verb. Charlie worked.
Yeah.
So the reason is not because of the auxiliary, because the main verb, the tense, the tense of the main verb is in present simple. So, yeah.
Even I think the action is fact. He works in fact, yes.
Yeah, but we can easily change this. We can easily change this to past simple. Charlie worked for a holiday company, for example.
But he said that in the conversation.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because these points are based on the conversation. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm speaking generally, not just about the conversation.
Okay.
But the correct answer is doesn't he is right. Okay, so now your turn, number 8.
Okay, Rebecca is not very keen on football. Is she?
Right. Correct. Is she? Okay, you have your turn, number 9. What do you think you have?
Harry is Charlie and Rebecca's son. Does isn't he?
That's it. Correct. Isn't he? Because you have verb to be in the sentence, right? So isn't he is correct. Right. Nice. Okay, number 10. Malak, can you do number 10?
Daniel hasn't got any children. Has he?
That's it. Has he? Good. Okay, so take turns and ask and answer. Okay, so based on the conversation, let's ask and answer these questions. So one of you will read the question and maybe someone else. So we can do it in pairs. So maybe Malak and Hajar. So okay, so Hajar, you can say the sentence with the question tag. You can ask your partner, and Malak will answer according to what happened in the conversation. Okay.
Okay. Lisa and Daniel aren't married, are they? Yes. No. Lisa and Daniel, are they? Yes, they are.
Are they married?
No, they aren't. Yes, no, they aren't.
Yeah, they've just met, right? No, they aren't.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, if you're not sure, by the way, if you forgot the information, just ask me. I'll say it in Arabic, and then you can change it. If you forgot, I mean, the conversation. Okay, go ahead. Continue, Hajar.
Charlie and Daniel haven't met before, have they? Yes, they haven't. Yes, they haven't. Oh, no, they haven't. No, they haven't.
That's it.
No, they haven't.
And if you want to be polite, what do you say?
No, actually, they haven't.
You can say actually they
No,
haven't,
no.
or
No, they haven't actually.
That's it. Or you can say no, they haven't actually. All right, good.
Rebecca and Lisa live in the same village, don't they? Yes, they do. Okay. Charlie's lived there for about 3 years, hasn't he? Yes, they has. They have or they has? They have.
The question is only about Charlie.
Oh, yes, he has.
Has or have?
Has. Yes, he has.
Okay. Okay.
Danielle left. Danielle left London last year, didn't he? Yes, yes, he did. Okay. Danielle and Lisa shared a flat at university, didn't they? Yes, they did.
I think they didn't.
No, they didn't. No.
No.
No, they didn't.
حسب القصة, no, they didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Charlie works for a holiday company, doesn't he? Yes, he does. Rebecca isn't very keen on football, isn't she? Is she? No, she isn't. Harry is Charlie and Rebecca's son, isn't he? Yes, he is. Danielle hasn't got any children, has he? No, he hasn't.
That's right, yeah. So we answered the short answers, of course, depending on the conversation, of course. Okay, so very nice. We can move on. And look at page 114. Okay, let's check the exercise here. All right, so we have some pronunciation exercise here. We want to talk a little bit about the ED adjectives. So in pre-intermediate, we studied the difference between ing and ED adjectives. So, okay, I have a question for you. What's the difference between saying, for example, what's the difference between these two? When can we use the first one and when can we use the second one, in your opinion, you have these two adjectives?
This is one in the one word used now, like now, boring.
Okay.
But bored in the past.
Oh, okay.
Before now. Yeah.
Can you give me an example using each one?
Yes. He is boring. He is boring. He is boring. He is boring. Study or watch TV. Watch TV. Study. He is boring. Study.
Okay. And the other one, bored?
I'm bored about long read. Long read.
Okay.
I am bored. Yeah.
All right. Let's see someone else maybe. Okay, Malak, can you give us an example using bored and boring and show us the difference?
Okay. This film is boring.
All right, let's write this. Great. Okay. Another example using bored.
Okay. I'm bored.
Because of what?
I'm bored of staying at home.
Excellent. Right. Okay, so what's the difference between these two forms, the ing and the
The
ed?
difference is okay. The difference boring is describe film about thing.
About a thing.
But bored describe someone, the situation of someone.
Exactly right. Yeah, that's the idea. So in general, we use the ed form. So in today's pronunciation here, in this one, we're just focusing on the ed adjectives. But the difference between the ed and the ing form is that ed always talks about the person. So I'm stressed, I'm annoyed, you're excited, he's satisfied, we're worried, they're confused. Okay, so it describes the situation of the person, the someone. But the ing, it talks about the thing that causes the feeling, right? So if you say, for example, the movie is boring, the lesson is boring, this trip was boring, or that trip was boring, you're talking about the thing itself. This is the difference. Anyways, let's move to pronunciation now. Let's focus on pronunciation. Now, all of these ed adjectives, all of them are ed adjectives, but their pronunciation is a little different because they actually belong to 4 groups. Okay, so 5 groups actually. So the first group is 1 syllable. So some of these adjectives have only 1 syllable. Some of them have 2 syllables. So for example, this group has 2 syllables. This group also the same thing. It has 2 syllables. This group has 3 syllables, in fact. And also the last group, it also has 3 syllables. Okay. So in reality, we have 5 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what we want to do is we want to put these adjectives according to their syllable stress in the right place. So let's start with adjectives which have only 1 syllable. Najat, can you find any adjectives here which have just 1 syllable other than stressed? Any other adjectives?
Worried.
Worried. Can you say worried slowly?
Worried.
Slower.
2 syllable.
Okay, so we can't
Maybe
put it.
scared.
Scared. Who agrees? Who thinks that's right? What do you think, Hajar? Do you think scared is correct?
Yeah.
Okay, Sana, what do you think of scared? Do you think it's
Maybe, I don't know really.
Is it 1 syllable or is it 2? Do we say scared or do we say scared? How do we say it? Is it divided or not divided?
Scared.
Do we say scared or do we say scared?
Scared.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's
in one way. Scared.
You say it once in one go. With one slap on the face. One slap on the face. Scared. So you don't slap twice. You slap once. Scared. Very good. Very good. Okay. All right.
Shocked, I think. Shocked.
Do you think shocked is also 1 syllable?
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. It's a 1 syllable. It's a 1 syllable adjective. Shocked. So it's just 1 part.
Like a shock.
Yeah, like a shock. All right, so shocked, someone who's shocked. Okay, let's see. What about, okay, let's cross the ones we used. Now let's do it in maybe an easier way. Instead of looking, let's do it in order. Okay, so all the remaining adjectives, of course, are not 1 syllable adjectives, okay? So they're not 1 syllable adjectives. So let's start with the first one here. I'm not going to read it. Let's give it to Malak. What do you think? What about this adjective, Malak?
About 2 syllable. 2 syllable, yes.
Okay, can you read it?
Worried.
You want to?
3.
No, she's looking at the table and she's.
I don't hear you. Yes.
Okay. Do it any way you want, Malak. No problem. Because I was just going back to the table, but choose any adjective. مش شرط بالترتيب كيف ما يساعدك. You want to do worried?
Worried. I didn't hear you because the internet is not good today. What do you want me to do?
Is my voice clear?
Yes, now is clear.
Najat? Yeah?
Yes.
Is my voice clear or does it disconnect?
لا أنا اللي عندي الإنترنت بس ورجع.
لا حتى أنا كنت بتأكد ممكن مرات مني أنا المشكلة. Okay. So here Malaka, it's clear. Okay, good. So Malak, the question is, my point was if we just follow the order of the table, ممكن أسهل. You get the idea? بدل ما نشوفه من الbox. This was what I said. So you can start here.
Satisfied.
Can you read it slowly? Slower?
Satisfied.
All right, that's correct. Now, this means how many syllables?
Maybe 3 syllables.
It's 3. So it means يا إما هنا. One of the last 2. Now, which one do you think it is?
Maybe the first group, yes.
So you think the first syllable is the stressed one. Satisfied. Is this what you think?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so
شو الفرق بين المجموعة الأولى والثانية؟
good question. Now, the first group, the first syllable is stronger.
Okay.
So because if
More
you have
stress.
there is more stress, yeah, on the first syllable.
Okay.
So if you have three syllables in the first group اللي هي المجموعة هذه, it will sound something like this. It will sound like ta 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 ta, right? The first one is loud or stressed. The second and the third أقل. But in the last group, it's ta ta ta, like excited, na na na, excited, right? It's the.
I think satisfied with yes, three maybe excited. Excited. Group number one, yes.
One or two. Malak thinks it's one. Najat thinks it's two. Now I'm going to read it like it's in the second group. Satisfied. Is it like this or is it satisfied?
I think with the group one, satisfied.
Okay. Let's put it here. After that, we can check. Okay. What about this word? Because when you hear it from the CD, it will be a lot easier. It will be clear. Let's give this to Hajar. Hajar, what do you think? The next word.
Word.
Where do you want to put it?
It's and two syllables.
Okay, so it's a two syllable.
And the second group.
So you
because
think
the stress and the
second syllable, you think?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, let's put it. All right, Sana, what about the next one?
It's like annoyed.
Annoyed, worried. Okay, next one, Sana, where do you want to put this one?
Confused.
How many syllables?
Two.
Okay. Which one is more stressed, the first or the second?
I think the first, I think.
Okay. Do we read it? Do we say confused or do we say confused? Is it confused or is it confused?
Confused.
So where do you think the stress is?
With the second group.
Maybe. Okay, let's write it.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Ihab, are you there? Would you like to try this one?
Yes. Just I do something in my home.
Okay, no problem. But
because I am prepared to go to the work.
Okay. If you want to leave, you're free to leave anytime. Okay, don't worry. If you need to leave, I mean.
I will take excuse from you.
Okay, no problem then. Then have a great night and best of luck.
Yeah, thanks.
All right then. Okay. Okay, so let's see someone else. Najat, what about this word, Najat?
Confused.
No, we did confused.
Frightened. Frightened. Two syllables. Two syllables.
Is it two?
Depressed.
You okay? Ihab, you want to answer depressed?
Yeah, depressed.
Okay, let's see frightened first, and then we can jump to depressed. So frightened, Najat. How many syllables?
Frightened.
Three.
Two syllables.
Three syllables.
Two.
Why?
Okay.
Right.
And the stress on frightened. The second group.
T and N. frightened تقريبا.
Okay, but you have to keep in mind in pronunciation, really, they don't pronounce this E is silent, the one before the D. Don't say it. So how do you read this, Najat, if there's no E here?
Right. Not.
No.
Right. Two syllables.
Okay. You're right about 2 syllables, by the way, but the pronunciation is still not right. Again?
Frightened.
It's like this.
Right.
Frightened. Frightened.
That's it.
Yes. I'm cheating.
Okay, so you should say it like this, but you're right about 2 syllables. You're right. Now the question is, which one is stressed? Is it the fry or is it the tinned?
The fry.
Okay,
Fry.
so the first one.
I open all my mouth. Fry.
Okay, let's do that. Let's put it here. Okay, yeah, you talked about depressed, right? Where do you want to put depressed?
Press three syllable. Dep. I'm gonna 2. Press 2.
Okay. Is it 2 or is it 3?
Depressed. 2.
Is it 3 or is it 2?
2.
Okay, just checking. Okay, so it's 2. You're right, it's 2. But which one is more stressed? Is it the first syllable, the first half, or is it the last half, the second half? Which one do you think is more stressed?
Depressed. This will be depressed.
Second half.
If it's the first, it will sound like this: depressed. If this is the first, but if it's the second, depressed. What do you think?
The first.
Okay, we can put it here, no problem. We can then check. And if you're wrong, you have to buy chocolate for everyone else. This is the system we follow here.
A nice idea.
Okay, now let's see who's next. I think it's Malak, right? What about this one, Malak? Oh, we answered frightened. We answered confused.
Relaxed.
Yeah. What about relaxed, Malak? Where do you want to put it, and how many syllables?
Relaxed.
Also,
maybe 3 syllables.
3 syllables. Same thing. E is silent.
Relaxed. Okay. Relaxed. Relaxed. 2 syllables.
Yeah, it's 2.
Yes, 2 syllables. We put in the group number 1.
With frightened.
Not 1 syllable. No, yes, with frightened and depressed.
Okay.
There is no more finished number 2. 1 and 2 group.
Okay, no problem, because maybe there are some of them.
The second group, yes.
You want it in the second group.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Hajar, what about the next word? The one after scared.
Concerned. Concerned. It's 2 syllable.
Okay.
The stressed in the second syllable.
Second one?
Concerned. I think so.
Okay, let's write it there. Let's put it there. Okay, what about the next one? Hajar, sorry, I mean Sana. The one after shocked.
Terrified, I think. Terrified.
But how do you say it?
Terrified.
Terrified.
But why did you ignore? Why did you ignore the E after T?
3, 5, 3.
Is it tree or is it Terry?
Terry.
I don't how to pronunciation. I don't know how to pronunciation.
Okay, let me show you. So here it looks like this.
Tree. It's a tree. Terrified.
Can you read it like this?
Sure. Okay. 3, T, 3, 5. Yes.
Te. The first one is te. Not T.
Terrified.
That's it.
Terrified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. 3 syllables.
All right. Okay. Which one is stressed? First, second, or third?
I think the second. Terrified.
Okay, let's put it there.
The second.
Who agrees? Who thinks that's right? What do you think, Ash?
I think it's the last one.
I think the first one with the satisfied. Yes, with satisfied.
Terrified.
With satisfied.
Terrified, satisfied. Yeah, maybe.
Is it terrified, satisfied, or is it terrified, satisfied?
Yeah, terrified. Yeah, with the satisfied.
You don't have to agree with them, Sana. If you want it in the second group, this is a democratic lesson. Choose any answer you want. Except the chocolate part. The chocolate part is not democratic. But okay, no problem. But at least we know for sure. It's 3, not 2 syllables. I think this is the important part.
Yeah.
The stress. By the way, the stress is not easy. This exercise is not an easy exercise because sometimes it's a bit hard to guess. Is it second? Is it third? Is it So even if
it's independent how to pronounce and how you speak.
Correct. Yes, it's related. Very important. The syllable stress is very important, and it's one of the things that contributes to proper pronunciation. Because if your syllables aren't, if the stress is not in the right place,
it was the big problem in the university when we take them because we didn't have lab, so we just answered like we pronounce. Some of them. It's a hard question as well. Yeah.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, it's a bit hard
because you didn't.
Excuse me.
Yes, Najat.
Idea my head. Let's Hajar continue. Then tell you.
Okay, so let Hajar, so I kind of agree with your point. That's the problem with syllable stress. Because if the word, if you haven't used it, it's very hard to guess where the stress is.
It's we just independent on how the professor, the teacher say. Sometimes he wrong and sometimes he dropped the word. So it was horrible.
Yeah, one of the best ways to do it is use a dictionary and use Google Translate to pronounce it, so you can hear it, and then the dictionary shows you the number of syllables and where the stressed one is. So this helps a little bit, I think. Yeah, and also exercises like this help a bit, I think. But you're completely right. I agree with you 100%. It's an important part of proper pronunciation is to know where to stress your syllables. Okay, so terrified, maybe it's group 1, maybe 2, we're not sure, but at least we know it's 3 syllables, and that's great. Okay, next one. Najat, you had a point you wanted to say?
Yes, like they confused concerned. في اللي يقروا فيها confused concerned هي confused concerned. يعني الجزء اللي بالpart اللي I open it my mouth can feel هذاك الستريس يعني بيكون.
Right, you're right, yes, because confused can, I think it's actually a schwa. Let me very quickly
and
check.
that's it. This is my
And if it's a
idea.
schwa, let me just check very quickly with Uncle Google. Because I think yeah, okay. Because I'm not very good with phonetics, but I guessed this one correctly.
Me too, just a right idea.
Actually, yeah, I kind
I open my mouth can feel my mouth will open already. It's the stress.
Yeah, because I just stole your idea, Najat, and I made a guess.
Okay. You can.
Yeah, because you're absolutely right. The first one هي مش هي كن أكتر بس أنت اللي جبتها صح أن هي مش stressed, because the rule is schwas are never stressed. أي syllable فصل schwa, it will never be stressed. And you can see, can you see the little dot هذه زي الapostrophe فوق اللي قبل الF? Can you see it?
Yeah.
This means this syllable is stressed. Stress هنا معنا. So what Najat said.
لا just
فوق اللي قبل
apostrophe.
الF, الapostrophe اللي قبل الF.
Yes. It's divided to 2 syllables.
Yes. And اللي جاي بعدها اللي جاي
stressed one is
exactly هاجر.
I'll change my career.
You should change your career, yes. You can assist me here. So you can take some of the classes. And you can teach. You can teach and pay, and you can pay me a tax.
Hard, I think.
Pay me a tax in chocolate. It's okay.
Just.
All right, but you're right. Confused. It's not con, because it's not an O. It's a schwa sound.
Because all the time I pronounce it confused, and some student confused.
That's not right. Yeah.
Like,
oops, we lost
concerned.
No problem. We lost our answers because I changed the screen share. No problem. So we finished terrified. Now let's talk about embarrassed. Where does the stress come here, Sanaf? What do you think? With embarrassed.
I think 3 syllable. Yes.
Okay. Correct. It's 3. But which one? Is it in the beginning? Is the stress in the first syllable or the second? What do you think?
I
first
think
or second?
I don't know exactly, but embarrassed.
Try to practice my way, my technique.
Embarrassed. Yeah.
And not your mouth.
Okay.
I think the second one. Yeah.
Yes.
It's the second group.
Yeah, let's put it there and let's see. Maybe you're right. Okay. What about the next one? What do you think, Najat? This one?
Exhausted. Yes, the last one.
No, this is the one before last.
Which one?
Exhausted.
Interested.
No, before interested. Exhausted.
Like embarrassed. Exhausted. 3 syllables.
Okay. And the middle one is stressed.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. What about interested, Malak? What do you think?
3 syllables. Interested in.
Okay.
2 syllables. Like.
Is it 2 or is it 3?
Yes. In.
It's a 3.
Yes. 3 syllables. 3.
Okay, it's 3.
The first group of 3 syllables.
So it's you think the first syllable is stressed.
Yes.
Okay. And the last one, I think the last one you have answered it already. The one about depressed, I think he answered it. Depressed, it's 2 syllables, and the one which is stressed is the last one. But
yeah, we answered.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, but now let's listen. Let's see how the recording groups them.
Stressed. Scared. Shocked.
Okay, so this is the first group. Stressed. Let me just write. Let's give them a number. Easier. So this is group 3. Instead of writing them, so we don't waste time. All right. So the first, the ones which have only 1 syllable, I'm just going to write 1. All right. Now the second group. Let's listen to the second group.
Worried. Frightened.
Just 2. Worried and frightened. Worried and frightened.
Annoyed. Confused. Relaxed. Concerned. Depressed. Satisfied. Terrified. Interested. Excited. Embarrassed. Exhausted.
Okay, so the last ones are correct. Group 4, I didn't manage to write them. So would you like to listen one last time?
Yeah, please. Yes, please.
اللي كتبناهم صح يعني.
Yeah, ما لما درت غيرت
ما عرفناش اللي كتبناه.
Yeah, the share screen because I checked Google, so everything we wrote disappeared.
Yes.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, but I think it's always true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think our answers were correct.
One or
Yeah, most of them, almost all of them actually were correct. But let's listen one last time, and this way we'll find out.
Track 7.
Stressed. Scared.
Yeah.
Shocked. Worried.
Okay, so I want to write them. That's better this way. So you can see them, make it easier. And then we have worried. Worried, concerned, worried and relaxed, is it? Worried and relaxed.
Frightened.
Frightened.
Is it frightened?
Yes.
And the third group we had confused. Let's listen to the lady.
Frightened. Annoyed. Confused. Relaxed.
Okay, let me write confused and relaxed before we hear the rest.
concerned, depressed,
concerned and depressed. Okay. Group 4.
satisfied, terrified, interested,
Okay, now we have all the answers.
excited, embarrassed, exhausted,
But there are a few words where the number of syllables are different between British and American English. Words like ordinary in American English, it's ordinary. 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 So in some words, the same thing with dictionary, dictionary, right?
Yes.
So there's an extra syllable. Even interested, this is British, interested. In America, sometimes they say interested, interested. There's an extra sound, so another syllable is added. Some words are like this, but not a lot. Okay, let's check the next exercise. All right, so what does it say here? Okay, so they want you to spot the pairs. So we have pairs here. In each one of them, we have a pair. Now we want to say if the pairs, excuse me, if it's the same or is it different? Is the stress pattern the same or is the stress pattern different? So number one, stressed and annoyed are different. They're not the same. What about number 2 here?
Exhausted.
Najat, what do you think?
Different, I think.
Different or the same?
The same.
Oh, different or the same.
Yeah, we want to see the two words. Are they the same word or are they different? The ones in...
And the stress.
And the stress, yeah? Not the
yes.
syllable.
Yes,
same. Stress pattern. The stress, not number of syllables, just stress pattern. So,
yes, it's the same, I think. Exhausted.
Same or different?
The same.
Different, I think. Scared.
Concerned and exhausted.
Concerned.
This is a bit too difficult. I think maybe we
I
should
think
listen
different.
first. You think different?
Different, yes.
Different.
Okay. Here, I want you to just write your answers, whether it's just a guess. Write your guesses, and we can listen. Even if you're not sure, tell me the first thing you guess. I'll read it, and you tell me. Depressed, confused.
Different.
The same.
The same.
Okay, so you think it's the same. Embarrassed, interested.
The same.
Okay.
Different.
No, different.
Different, it's different.
Okay. Frightened, worried.
The same.
Okay. Shocked, scared.
The same.
The
From
same.
the first group.
Yes.
One syllable.
One syllable, yes.
All right. Satisfied, relaxed.
The same. Different. Satisfied. 3 syllable. Relaxed 2 syllable. Different. In the syllable maybe. واحدة 3 واحدة 2.
Excited.
About stress maybe.
But if the number of syllables are different, can we have the same stress pattern? We can't, right?
No. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Excited, terrified.
It's the same.
Tree.
Terrified. Same. The same.
Maybe the same. Maybe different.
Same.
Okay, let me play the CD for you, so you can maybe have a better. It's maybe easier when you hear it.
Stressed, annoyed. 2. Concerned, exhausted. 3. Depressed, confused. 4. Embarrassed, interested. 5. Frightened, worried. 6. Shocked, scared. 7. Satisfied, relaxed. 8. Excited, terrified.
Right?
Okay.
So all of them are correct except these two. I think that's a great answer because we answered it very quickly. So I think because frightened, the first syllable is stressed.
Yeah.
Right?
Worried, the second syllable.
The worried, it's the second. Worried. Worried. Or is it worried? No, it's the second. Worried. Worried.
The second syllable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the same thing here. Excited. The psi, which is the second syllable, is stressed. The middle syllable. But here with terrified. So it's actually the first. It's
first.
These are the only.
Number 5. The same.
Are you sure? Frightened.
Yes.
Worried. Worried. I think it's the second, isn't it?
Second group.
Let me check. You might be right.
The answer is same.
Yes.
Are you
I
sure?
think the number 8
yes.
is right too.
Group number 2.
And the last one different.
Yeah, but we said the same. That's why
I said different. Okay.
You might be right about frightened and worried. Let me check very quickly.
Stressed. Scared. Shocked. Worried. Frightened.
Yes, Najat, you're right.
Because I did it.
Confused.
I did a mistake.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah. So this means frightened and worried are correct. It's my mistake. Let's change it.
And the last one is different.
Yeah, the last one is different. So this means your answer is actually correct, right? Because you said it's the same. So this means your answer is correct.
Yes.
All right. So it means we only made a mistake in the last one, right?
Number 8.
Number 8, yeah. Excited and terrified are not the same. So they're different. Let's correct it. Okay. Now this way, all of our answers are correct. Let's listen one last time to this one to confirm everything.
1. Stressed, annoyed. 2. Concerned, exhausted. 3. Depressed, confused. 4. Embarrassed, interested. 5. Frightened, worried.
6,
shocked, scared,
7,
satisfied, relaxed,
8,
excited, terrified.
All right, nice. Okay, so that's all for today. Let's take a look at our next lesson. Let's see what we have next time. All right, so in our next lesson, let me zoom out a little bit. All right, so in our next lesson, let's change page display. Okay. So we'll talk about to be able to be supposed to, not to allow. This is very nice. So here we'll learn how to talk about the difference between using able to, using supposed to, and to be allowed to, in addition to modal verbs like must, have to, might. So these are very different ways of talking about things. You can talk about ability, possibility, permission, necessity, advice. There are so many things you can use. You can express using these rules or these expressions. So we'll learn how to use them. And with vocabulary, we will also learn a few, or maybe a review, if you already know them, some collocations related to work. We'll also listen to a very interesting study about the differences between Europeans and Americans, their work culture. So there's lots of information about work. So this will be our next lesson today. So thank you for your time, and I'll see you again on Wednesday, okay?
Inshallah. Doctor, but I have a question. I still have a problem. I couldn't study from the book. You hear me?
Yes. Yeah, you talked about it.
Yes, and you will give me some idea to how to manage. Yes.
Okay, okay. And please remind me at 10 o'clock exactly. Just send me a message, because now there's another lesson. There's the upper intermediate lesson, but at 10 I finish. So just send me. You can send it now if you want. Just remind me on the inbox so I can check it. Otherwise, I'll forget definitely. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so
I will send you on messenger. Okay.
Yes, please.
I will send you.
Send me a message and I'll check it.
Okay.
All right. So thank you very much and have a good night. See you next time.
Thank you.
You're
Bye.
welcome. Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.